I've been seeing a guy across the internet called Scott Ritter. Now, Scott Ritter is a former United Nations weapons inspector, and he talks quite explicitly about Iraq and how it was an entire scam and all the things that probably most of us already know. He's now talking about Russia and Ukraine, and he's talking about what Russia is actually doing and what Ukraine is compared to the propaganda we've received in the US. And if you haven't checked my community tab, which is on the top of YouTube, go check it. Got some posts there you might want to read. But let's get back to Scott Ritter. Now, what I found interesting about him, Gerald Salante, I think that's how you say it, was doing an interview with him a couple of weeks ago with Scott Ritter. And Scott Ritter went on and on and on and on. He also has some books. And I had noticed that somebody on the chat site, in the live chat, kept referring to him as a pedo. And they banned that guy later. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So then I started reading the comment section after this guy, Scott Ritter, had talked. And some of the things I found, and I'll link to the videos and you can go watch them and check the comment sections yourself. But one guy wrote, what a stand up guy Scott Ritter is. This country needs more men like him. Great interview. 695 people has actually thumbs up that video. Another person said, we need more people like Scott Ritter in this world. Thank you for bringing him on. 619 thumbs up with that one. Somebody else wrote, Scott, I first became aware of you during the run up to the second invasion of Iraq. You have been an example of courage to me in my life. I'm sorry for any difficulty your family may have experienced, but they are also fortunate to live with such an exceptional person. Your kind heart, your truthfulness shines brightly. Thank you for your service. 244 thumbs up on that one. Isn't that amazing? I mean, this guy's an angel, you know? Thank you, Scott Ritter, for being a humanitarian. The world needs more of your kind. Much respect for Scott Ritter, one of America's best. Could you imagine living in a world where we had world leaders like this man, Scott Ritter? I salute you, sir. God bless. 280 thumbs up. Wow. He's amazing. People said he told the truth. People jumped up and down how great he is. Scott Ritter is a pedophile. And yet all these people are saying this. Does anybody? I don't think they're looking stuff up. I really don't. Um, he apparently exchanged explicit online messages with a detective who was posing as a 15-year-old girl, and then he performed a sex act on himself in front of his webcam. He was sentenced to 1.5 years in a state prison. Now, this has happened twice to him, 10 years apart both times. The first time he got off, this time he didn't. Now, he swore up and down he didn't know that the girl he was talking to was 15 years old, is what he said, but the officer says he's told him twice. Usually, when a cop sets up a sting, I've never ever seen them where they don't, have you? So, he was taken into custody immediately after Monroe County judge sentenced him to 18 to 66 months behind bars. It was the second time in 10 years that Ritter found himself in legal trouble for trying to lure underage girls into illicit sex. Ritter, who maintains his behavior was shameful but not criminal, he must also register as a sex offender under Pennsylvania's versions of Megan's Law. Now, he stated, I had no business being in a chat room on February 7th, 2009. Ritter told the court Wednesday, I've asked my wife for forgiveness and I've asked my daughters for forgiveness, and they have forgiven me. Aw, isn't that nice? What did they say? Huh? What did these people say? Much respect for Scott Ritter, one of America's best. Whoa, he's America's best. A pedophile. These people have any idea? And whoever has him, I mean, you go search his name, you will find YouTuber after YouTuber after YouTuber just putting this guy up because they want views. Because now maybe some of the things he's saying is truthful about Russia, and maybe some of the things he's saying about Iraq is trustful. But at the same time, within a 10-year period up to certain times, this man has been doing lewd acts online with teenagers, is what he's doing. I can't believe these people are writing this. Now, when you go through the comments, you won't find any of this at all. None of it. So, obviously, we got a bunch of censorship going on, and everybody's covering him up now. I don't know why. I don't get it. And I'll put a link. You can go read this. This is from the Daily Gazette. They wrote a quite intensive article here about it. And what's here? Ritter's therapist Richard Hamill acknowledged in court Wednesday that Ritter left treatment after 2001 incidents, but he says Ritter's problems involves a compulsion to masturbate in front of adult women, not minors. So this is who we're putting in charge at the UN. Somebody that needs a computer and a cam, and he needs to be. But then he got caught trying to pick up a 15-year-old, which actually was a cop. But he didn't get much time. You notice that he was supposed to get, I think it was like 5 years, but he did like a year and a half, and he got out. I mean, he has a lot of education. He was an army brat, and he was raised by his father, who was in the army, and he did a lot of schooling in a couple different countries, Germany, different places like that. He talks quite freely on how he hated Russians and how he studied their languages and how he wanted to kill them. But then later he found out they were regular people. Well, what did he think? We're all regular people. We all want a home. We all want to eat. We want to enjoy our families. We just want to enjoy life. But one thing I know, I don't salute him. He's a damn pedophile. And this guy says, I became aware of you during a run up and a second invasion of Iraq. If you're becoming aware of him, we need more people like Scott Ritter in the world. Thank you for bringing him on. 619 thumbs up. That goes to show you, we will believe anybody, even a pedophile, if they actually start talking what we want to hear. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever happens to be going on in the media, if some person's talking about it, we give them a little bit of credentials. Nobody actually goes to a little further. I'm happy his wife forgives him. But myself, no, I don't like pedophiles, sorry. To me, they're a waste of time. And only a year and a half for doing a lewd act in front of a 15-year-old, I'm sure that worked really well on her mind. Unbelievable. Scott Ritter. And everybody's interviewing him. Are you telling me all these people don't know that he's been charged with this? Are they just looking for views? Are they just looking for money? Seems to me they are. Especially when they start hosting pedophiles and saying, hey, this guy's good stuff. Catch you guys on the next one. Check the links.